What's going on, guys? So as you can see, I've got a Wii U here, and I've actually had this Wii U for a while now. I think I bought it in like 2017, so about 4 years I've had it. I've done a number of videos on the channel about this specific Wii U, but to be honest, I forgot I had it. I was just going through my video game closet of just random stuff and saw this box and figured, it's 2021, let's pull this thing out, let's test it out, let's make sure it still works, kind of see what's inside this box, and just see how the Wii U holds up to today's standards. So yeah. Now, before we get into the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to go to the extra mile and contribute monetarily, go ahead and hit the join button down below or the Patreon link, and you can get some benefits while also sponsoring the channel and helping me out, buy random stuff like this and do, kind of cool videos for the channel. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing, or actually, let's look at the box first. So, as I said, it's a Wii U. It's actually the Super Mario 3D World Deluxe set, whatever that means. I think it just means that it came with Super Mario 3D World and Nintendo Land. I think pretty much every Wii U came with Nintendo Land. I may be wrong on that, but every Wii U I've seen has something to do with Nintendo Land. But yeah, we got these two games that are supposed to be pre-installed. I don't remember if they're actually installed on this console or not. And one kind of jarring aspect is that it's only 32 gigs. Now, if you remember that when the Wii U came out, I think it was probably around 2012, so it was only like a year or two before the PS4 and Xbox One came out. And the PS4 and Xbox One by default came with 500 gigs, and if you think about it, the Wii U came out like a year or two before and only had 32. It's just a crazy difference. I mean, to Nintendo's credit, they're able to do a lot with that had a small amount of memory, but still crazy. Now on the bottom, nothing special. I don't even know why I'm looking at the bottom part. On the top, it just says Wii U. Now on the side, it actually says some more stuff. It says play games, and it kind of tells you that you got the Wii U Gamepad. Oh, I forgot about the Gamepad. It's a cool aspect. You can play on up to 1080p HD for the first time ever on a Nintendo video game console. I guess it's a big deal. Backwards compatible with most of your Wii games. Unfortunately, I don't think GameCube games were compatible on the Wii U, which kind of sucks, but not a big deal. And of course, they have the random Mii Maker, Miiverse, all the standard Mii channels, and entertainment Netflix. I'm pretty sure they just removed Netflix from the Wii U, which I guess is not a big deal. I mean, I don't know anybody that watches Netflix on the Wii U. And on this side, it tells us what's supposed to come in the box. So we got the 32 gigabyte console, the gamepad, I guess basically the power cords, HDMI, the sensor bar, a couple stands and stuff. But let's go ahead and open this thing up. I should hopefully have pretty much everything in here. Well, that's interesting. Got a random bag sitting here. To be honest, there's no telling what we'll find in here, just because I recall the Wii U having a weird setup in the box, so I might have just tried to stuff stuff back in here without much organization. But we actually do have the manuals in here. We got a quick start guide in multiple languages. Okay, and then the operations manual. This thing is thick. I wonder if anybody's ever actually read this thing. I guess it's pretty thick because it's got multiple languages. But yeah, it's funny seeing operation manuals. And you got this random box, and here we go. We got the Wii right here, or the Wii U, excuse me, kind of just wrapped up randomly in this plastic wrap. Now the console, I'm kind of going through this thing like I've never owned it, because it's been a long time since I've played with it and looked at it. It's got a lot of scratches. I guess not terrible though. It is a black glossy console, so that's, you'd expect scratches on it. Also scratches on the front. We got a little flap. Let's go ahead and just, I guess, zoom in on it. So as you can see, it's the Wii U. This is the front of the console. It is kind of scuffed up a little bit. It's got the disc eject button, the power button, the sync button for the controllers. You got a slot for an SD card, 2 USB slots. I'm guessing you can use a flash drive on there if you want to. Other than that, it's just a bunch of vents and stuff. Then on the back, of course, you got some more stuff. You got your HDMI port, your AV out port, sensor bar, AC adapter, some more USB ports, and a little tiny fan. I mean, this is probably the same fan that's in the regular Wii. I still think it's kind of funny they came out with a Wii U. I mean, it's like literally the same thing as the Wii, except it had a gamepad. But that's that's for that story's for a different day. We got our power cord. I guess this is for the actual console. And then we have a power cord for the gamepad. And then we got some little stand things for the console, I believe. And then right here is the stand for the gamepad. Kind of neat. We got HDMI cable. Okay. We got our sensor bar, which I guess I tidy up the cables nice and neatly. And then last but not least, we got our gamepad, which is kind of the really interesting aspect of the Wii U. So the gamepad is kind of the only difference between the Wii U and the regular Wii. Now this gamepad, it's a little bit dusty and dirty. The screen's not too bad. I guess it's just dusty from sitting in that box for so long. But the gamepad is a really interesting aspect. I mean, you know, Nintendo, they're always coming out with just, you know, each console they have has some random thing. You know, like the Nintendo DS had 2 screens, the Wii had motion controls, the Wii U has a gamepad, the Switch has motion controls and little tiny controllers. It's always something with Nintendo, and I think the Wii U with the gamepad was one of the weirder ones, or the, you know, the less useful ones. I mean, it's got and you know, what is this, like a 5-inch touch display, kind of cool. Got a camera, joysticks. It is a nice controller. I mean, it's got a nice feel to the hands. It works well, but it was just odd. So you get your home button, power button, TV control. I don't remember what exactly that does. I guess you can flip back and forth between your Wii U and the TV, or maybe this might have been a button to take the screen off your TV onto here and play. I believe it also, you can use like amiibos and stuff on here. On the back, nothing special. Just looks like a normal controller, a very large controller, and there actually is a stylus. Cool. And then you got your sync button. And yeah, I mean, it's just, it was such a weird thing to come out with a Wii U right after the Wii came out. And it's like, it uses all the same stuff, like the same controllers, the same sensor bar and everything. It's oddly similar to the Xbox One, to the Xbox Series X, where Microsoft came out with the Xbox Series X, and really the only difference is that it's more powerful than the Xbox One. Still plays all the same games, same controllers and everything for the most part. You know, maybe the Wii U is the first one to do it. So now that we've unboxed this thing, let's go ahead and plug it in, make sure it still works, and let's just boot it up and take a look at the Wii U in 2021. Alright guys, so I got everything plugged in. I had to plug in the power to the Wii U, the HDMI, the sensor bar, and I also had to plug in my gamepad so it charges some. And by the way, the gamepad is massive. I mean, it's almost the size of the console, which is kind of crazy. And another thing I just noticed is that I actually don't have a Wii controller. You know, like just the regular Wii controller or the nunchuck. To be honest, I don't remember if the Wii U actually came with one of those or if you had to buy them separately. I have plenty of Wii controllers if we need them, but I think we can get away with just using the gamepad on this. We'll see. I kind of hope we can just get away with using the gamepad, because it is a little bit annoying having to use the Wii controller and pointing at the sensor bar and everything. I mean, I love the Wii and everything, but the sensor bar can be pretty annoying, just especially if you're not super close to the sensor bar. It starts losing you and, you know, all kinds of mess. But let's go ahead and turn this thing on, and hopefully it still boots up. I imagine it does. I mean, I haven't heard of major issues with the Wii U, you know, dying and stuff, but I guess you never know. And actually, that's the Wii U, or the gamepad actually boots up with it. So you don't actually have to turn on the Wii U gamepad or anything. And here we go. So, to be honest, I don't remember making whoever that dude is. So I gotta kind of get back into the swing of this thing. So, got a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Who is his profile? Dude, I must have made this guy in another video or something, because I called him QWERTY, so that's definitely something I typed in when I was trying to do it quick. What other Mii's do I have on here? Let's check them out. Huh. Like I said, I haven't played this thing in years, and pretty much the only time I've played this thing is when I was doing a video for it. I've played the Wii a whole lot, but I mean like the regular Wii, not the Wii U. So yeah, I guess it's just a random dude I made. So I guess kind of the cool thing about having a gamepad is you can show two different things. You can show one thing on the screen here, and you can control it with this down here. So as you can see, I've got this controller where I can basically select my Wii, or select my Mii, and as I select it, it'll show them up on the screen, which is kind of a cool feature. So stuff like that is cool with the Wii, or the Wii U, excuse me. Can we go back? Yes, exit. Now I'm actually interested to try to boot up Netflix because, as I said earlier, I'm pretty sure they killed Netflix on the Wii U. So let's see if it actually boots up or if it just doesn't do anything. So right now, just so you guys know, I'm seeing the same thing on the gamepad as on here. And oh, I gotta connect to the internet, and I bet once I connect to the internet it'll die and not doing anything. Let me go ahead and set up the internet connection here and we'll see what it does. Alright, so I set up my Wi-Fi and it appears to be working now, so let's see what Netflix does. It's so weird using an old console that's slow compared to like the Series X and the PS5, how they're just instantaneous. And I'm sitting here using a Wii U that's like takes 10 seconds to go back to the main menu. So it still says an internet connection is required to use the software, and I'm definitely connected to the internet. Man, this menu is actually extremely slow, even for a 10-year-old console. You know, I'm not gonna boot up Netflix right now. Too much work. All right, so let's kind of just go through here and see what kind of menu options we have. So we have our disk slot, so you can put in your game and it'll work there. Got your Mii Maker, system settings, Wii U chat. What is that? Netflix. Oh, that's odd. I think my D-pad has issues. That's not good. You can see the analog stick works fine, but the D-pad I have to press down like really hard to get it to work, and I actually can't press down at all. Well, dude, that really sucks. How much you want to bet that this thing has had this issue since I bought it? I just never tested it thoroughly enough. Wow. That's pretty crappy. I might can open it up and fix it, but we'll look at that later. So we got our daily log, which actually the regular Wii had the daily log as well. It had like a messages thing, and you could see how much you played each day. And the kind of the cool thing on the Wii U is you can actually go back to the regular Wii menu. But the thing is with the Wii, it's gonna make me actually use the Wii controller, but I don't have one with me right now to use. We got Hulu Plus, Amazon Instant Video, YouTube, parental controls, health and safety information, friend list, Miiverse, eShop, browser, notifications, download management, and of course you got a bunch more space on here if you want to add like other random stuff. Dang, that's a lot of pages of stuff on here. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, I was gonna try the Wii U chat. What is the Wii U chat? Oh, you have to use I have to link my Nintendo account to use this, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so for some reason it's telling me my internet is not working, even though I just tried out my phone and my internet was working fine, so I think that's a Wii thing. Let's try the eShop, maybe the internet will load on there. Alright guys, so I'll be honest, I'm getting a little annoyed at this thing. Yeah, as you can see, it just randomly decided to update, so I've been trying to log in, and for some reason I guess the Nintendo Wii used like a Nintendo Network ID instead of a Nintendo account or a Nintendo Online account. So I'm trying to link it and stuff, and it like wasn't working, and then it just randomly decided to update. So I'm a little annoyed at the Wii U. I'm kind of seeing, I guess, into one of the reasons why it was not a great console. All right, guys, so we're back and updated. We've got all these little Mii characters running around on the screen, and yeah, this is giving me some more insight into how inept Nintendo's online system has always been. You know, with the Xbox and PlayStation, it's so easy to sign in, create an account, play with friends online and stuff. Nintendo is always just like, they keep flip-flopping to random different systems, online systems, and they just never work great. I think they're getting a little bit better with the Switch, but still not great. But definitely not great on the Wii U. I've been trying to get online, and it's just like not working. But yeah, I mean, it won't even let me get on the eShop just to browse without like linking an account and stuff. But yeah, let me go ahead and let's try some other features. Let's go ahead and make sure there's no game in there, and I actually have Nintendo Land here to put in the disc slot. So Nintendo Land, I don't think I got this with this specific console. I think I bought Nintendo Land at some point, or got it with another Wii U I had at another point. I'm pretty sure, guys, I'm pretty sure I had a Wii U like a long time ago. I think I bought one that was in better condition than this one. I mean, like if you take a close look at this one, you probably can't see it great, but there's like dirt ingrained in all the little parts, you know, around the D-pad and stuff. There's dirt, which this is not like, I did not buy this brand new. I bought it from eBay a long time ago, which is part of why it's kind of dirty. Let's go ahead and start up Nintendo Land. Oh, another update. Great. It's like Microsoft now. If you ever heard me complain about Microsoft's updates, like every time I turn on my Xbox, it has to update. Now that Wii U is doing the same thing since I connected to the internet, so it can connect to the internet and update, but it can't connect to the internet and let me browse the Wii Shop or the eShop or anything. Kind of annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and start the software, and we'll just skip this maybe. There we go. Good, so I don't have to actually do it. Nice. So to be honest, I've played Nintendo Land like a couple times, but I don't really remember what kind of game it is. I think it's just a bunch of mini games probably. That's like the typical standard, you know, Nintendo kind of thing is make a game with make a game with mini games. That's just what they do. They're usually pretty fun, to be fair though. I don't know why I made this Mii character. This dude is like, looks weird. But yeah, I mean, I guess at least the game still works. That's a good thing. Although I figured out my D-pad doesn't work. Oh, so we gotta kind of do a hybrid here. We gotta use the touchpad, and we can also look on the screen here. The one thing about this though, I could figure, I bet it gets a little bit confusing sometimes. Like especially if you're not super adept at video games, it might get confused on which screen you're currently using. Like you have to do certain things on this screen, and then you have to do certain things on that screen. That's not really a big deal. I'm kind of just making random. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. You can like twist this thing around and it does that. That's kind of cool. Nice. That's low-key kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that on the Wii U. Kind of a cool feature. Still another one of those like kind of gimmicks though. Let's go ahead and go back to the main menu. Actually, I'm interested to see what this menu is. So you got your suspended software. You can resume, manual. See all your friend list and stuff. Close software. I don't think there's a way to like suspend the software and just turn the console off and come back straight back to it like you could on the PS4 and Xbox One. Or yeah, but not a big deal. It's not what I didn't really expect to be able to do that with the Wii anyway. To be honest, there's not a whole lot to see here. It's basically a glorified Wii. I mean, if you're gonna play, I guess my conclusion is if you're gonna play the Wii in 2021, just buy a Wii. Don't buy a Wii U. I mean, and that's just unless there's specifically a specific Wii U game that you want to play, like I guess Mario. I think it was Mario Kart 8 is on the Wii U. And then what else? There's a bunch of other good games like Zelda and you know, the typical Mario games and Nintendo games. There's some good games on the Wii U. So if you want those specific games, get the Wii U. But otherwise, just stick with the regular Wii. There's plenty of good games on the regular Wii. It's also like half the price. I kind of glanced at eBay, and I think you can pick up Wii U's for like $200. You can pick up Wii's for like $100. So it's about half the price. You get all the same features, except you don't have this gamepad. If the gamepad is like a big deal to you, then of course get the Wii U. But you know, in the end, I don't think the gamepad adds a ton of functionality. It's kind of cool, but you know, not a big deal. And actually, I haven't tried out this TV control yet, so let me see what this does. Okay, so you just set up the TV remote. So I think what you can do with this is actually control. So let's say you bring your game onto the gamepad. You're playing your gamepad, and then on your TV, you're actually watching like TV, like a TV channel or something. I think you can press this and somehow link it there and change TV channels and stuff. Maybe that's my assumption. I really don't know. But yeah, guys. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Wii U. It's just like, as I said, it's like a glorified Wii. You know, if you want to play the game, if you want to use the gamepad, you want to play specific Wii U games, and yeah, go ahead and pick up the Wii U. But otherwise, I think you can just stick with the regular Wii. Or if you have the money, go ahead and get the Switch. I mean, Switch has a bunch of good games. It's a solid console. You can take it anywhere. You can dock it. It's just the Switch is like a home run by Nintendo. Definitely a sweet console. And I wonder if I can. Nope. I was gonna see if I could easily find the last time I played this Wii U, but that's not gonna be easy to find because I'd have to scroll back like all the way through here, which I guess I could do pretty easily. I guess I booted it up once in January 2019, so about 2 years ago. Before that, June 2017. I think that's when I bought this thing and did some videos on it. Man, I've like literally never played this thing hardly at all. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know the Wii U it's a pretty old console now. You know, I guess long story short, you know, I don't think the Wii U is worth it. To 2021, $200. I think that's too steep for what the Wii U brings to the table. I think the Wii, just a regular Wii, is a solid console to have in your back pocket when you want to play some kind of gimmicky games, swing the remote and play some Wii Sports and stuff. You might as well pick up a Wii. I'm sure a lot of you guys already have a Wii. I mean, it's like one of the most owned consoles of all time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, hit the join button and the Patreon link if you want to support the channel and you get some benefits as well. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.